The course of globalization has brought the world together from north-north, south-south, and today Africa has a much more access to the European world and also in Asia, all about the world. And today we are about to discuss the need to introduce smart education into the African learning setting as a means of promoting innovation in education. And to discuss this topic with me, amazing guest from the Beijing Wenhua online education technology and training based in China, and we're talking more about the need to actually experience smart education, smart classrooms, artificial intelligence, generative AI, and a whole lot more within the African setting. So stay with me right back. I'll let you know who they are. My name is General Manager Christina Ng. It's AAU Talks. Right back. You're welcome back on AAU Talks, the voice of higher education in Africa. We're discussing bringing smart education to the African setting, and discussing this with me, I'm a very lovely guest from the Beijing Wenhua online education technology company limited. I have with me Christina Ng and also Dr. Shang Gochim. You're welcome to AAU Talks, nice people.
Thank you very much for inviting us coming to AAU Talks. We are very honored to be in Ghana.
Great.
And we would like to serve in the whole African continent.
Great.
In Africa, for Africa. So,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Just now you mentioned about innovation in learning and teaching. That's our main purpose of providing the solution. We call it Smart Education Solution. And we work together with Huawei globally for providing the smart education, including the ICT infrastructure, the smart classroom, and to support the teaching scenarios and learning scenarios of African teachers and students. That's what we aim for. And we would like to work together with the African universities and teachers and students to create a uniquely smart education of Africa.
Great.
Yes, because the technology itself is just a technology, it's a tool. But it's the content and the people that bring a life of the smart education.
Yeah.
So it all works together in the whole loop, together with teacher, together with the administrators, together with the government, the Ministry of Education, and the students ultimately. And we would like to help the learners to learn more efficiently, more effectively, so that they could gain knowledge and also better thinking, creative thinking, to be innovative, to be creative in this AI era.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You rightly mentioned in the beginning that it is a tool and that promotes, that actually sparks up the creativity within the users.
Yes.
And come back from them, how many years have you been doing this? You know,
Yes.
you've been in the business of education, smart education, or let's say innovation in education for a long time. How many years has it been like for you?
Yes, we established these companies nearly 20 years.
Okay.
We have a long experience in the areas of use the technology integrated with the education service. And I'm a young man. At the 20 years ago, we are also lecturers in the universities.
Okay.
So I have a passion to do a creative way to change something in traditional educations. So we also mentioned that smart education will focus on three elements. The first is the content, how to make the content digital, smart. And the second is we must focus on the learning and the teaching process. And the last is the most important, is we must focus and pay attention to the learning environment. We call it classrooms. So we use all of the technologies integrated with this element together. During before 20 years ago,
Yeah.
China has also from zero in the traditional way to the smart ways.
Yeah.
We explore these solutions. Spent nearly 20 years we from the basic situations to the smart ways.
Yeah.
So now, especially during the COVID period, a lot of things has changed.
Yeah.
The world has changed.
Yeah.
Life has changed.
Yeah.
Students and the teaching and the situation, all of it changed. In China and also out of China, we have a very good experience and the best practice in China. Now we partner with Huawei. We want to use the next generation IT infrastructures to assist African institutions, education institutions, build up the next generation smart learning solutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is very succinct, because right from the African setting, we have a lot of gaps with our education. And as you mentioned, Christina, based on our experience to learning is more diversified, with technology being a player in there. To spark up this innovation, there need to be that kind of platform to bring out that uniqueness within us. And that's what you seek to promote here in Africa. And one thing, you said you've been working with Huawei for a while now. How has it been partnering with Huawei to promote this good agenda?
So the first thing is we are the software developer. We are the education service provider.
Okay.
And we run our platform on Huawei Cloud.
Okay.
So we have deployed our platform in Singapore to serve the whole Asia. We also deploy our platform in Africa to serve the African continent, and also in Latin America. So we see ourselves as a local provider in Africa. That's why we have deployed before we even come to any outcome or getting any users. Then we deploy here. Then we work together with the Huawei and the local partners and the universities and schools, so that to set up the what you call pilot projects and build typical success cases. And after that, the other schools or the other education institutions see that, oh, this is workable. Then they will duplicate and expand it to a greater scope and a greater area. So we started in South Africa, and now we have already have our platform deployed in Ethiopia,
Okay.
in Egypt,
Okay.
and also in other parts of the world, and that is national cloud. So this is to serve the local needs. So for different countries, where like what you say, there are a lot of diversity in the culture, and also diversity in the way people use the technologies. So what we have here is that based on the local scenario, I mean, AAU serve many countries,
Yeah.
right? So each country will partner with the AAU local partner. For example, here in Ghana, 2 days later we'll be going to Kenya and so on. So we learn from the local, your institutions, and know what are the pain points. There are some common pain points. For example, connectivity.
Yeah.
For example, those students in the remote area, they do not have devices.
Yeah.
So how this can be solved? So connectivity, we have to go to Huawei. In terms of teaching and learning, that's our part.
Okay.
Yeah. And the way we bring it is that it could be really implemented in the sense that you're not just going on cloud, you're going on smart way.
Yeah.
So going on cloud is just a way to gather all the teaching and learning data. And then we also want to build the learning environment, like what Dr. Jason Jin said. So there are two parts. Here we have the learning environment, and there's another part is learning management, right? So on the learning environment, we talk about smart classroom.
Yeah.
So smart classroom, there are many ways to do it. You can have a very simple digital classroom, which you provide them with the live streaming, together with the physical classroom, the digital board, the smart board, all together. and then you have the tracking camera, so that in the remote area, the students in the remote area, in the remote classroom, they can see the scenario of the physical classroom, so that they have a sense of belonging, or what you say, on the scene effect.
Okay.
Yeah, those days when we were experiencing the COVID pandemic during that time, you know, we use Zoom, Microsoft Teams. It's all talking heads.
Yes.
They don't see teachers, right? So, and there's no way for interactions, right? Why no ways of interaction? Imagine that one teacher could be teaching 50 students in the classroom. How are you going to integrate or interact with the students? The key thing is that we bring these smart tools and get the students to participate, no matter where they are in the world, no matter where they are in Africa, in the remote area. And because a lot of students, they do not have devices, so we work together with the Ministry of Education and work together with Huawei, not only solving about connectivity, but in the actual scenario. If the students do not have the devices, then we create learning center. The learning center comes with computer and comes with connectivity, and student can attend. And there you are, you have a master teacher teaching mathematics, right? In Accra, but in those remote areas, those students may not understand what the master teacher teaching, because the mathematics is talk about the height of the high-rise building. But in the remote area, there's no
skyscraper for that to be that contextual field.
Yeah, so what the master teachers is teaching the mathematics, and then it can be recorded.
Okay.
Once it's recorded, we can use the AI tools to analyze, to put what the slice or the knowledge into different episodes.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So if the master teacher is teaching 3 knowledge points, for example, knowledge A, B, C, once you have recorded in the video, the system will auto
segment itself.
Yes.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. So that means that I'm a student now. I don't understand knowledge A. I study knowledge A. But B and C I have already understood.
Okay.
So that's a way that we let the learners to be learning more efficiently. The one I don't understand, I will go through the video. The one I understood, I don't have to go through the video.
Great.
Right.
Great. We have a lot more to talk about when it comes to bringing smart learning to Africa, and we have Christina and Dr. Jason talking more about it shortly. We'll be right back and talking more about other areas of AI and also language barriers. Right back. Stay with us.
Technology that empowers education. Digitalization is an inevitable trend of future education and top priority of educational reformation. The essence of digitalization is to utilize the new generation of information and communication technology to enhance the transformation of traditional teaching and education models. And the development of technology brings momentum to the reformation and innovation of education. U-Learning and Huawei partnered to integrate physical and online teaching with classroom as the core, innovating and enhancing teaching methods and improving the quality of teaching. Technology that enhances education. Before class, the teacher prepares smart classroom sessions and interactive activities through the cloud-based learning management system. Students can preview course content in advance, view personal learning progress, do research according to the assigned learning tasks. Smart Classroom can be controlled with just one key.
So glad to have this whole discussion been resumed, looking at how we can promote smart learning in Africa. And Christina, earlier you were talking about the ability of this platform to automatically segment itself into sections of knowledge for people to appreciate and for the also to assimilate. And I was talking about language barrier. So, for example, in these rural areas, English is not so much, it's not a dominant language. They are much more akin to the local language, the Twi, the Ewe, and other parts. How can we be indigenously oriented and effective, turning these one stream language into these other languages for them to understand? How is the generative AI platform able to do all these things?
Okay, the platform itself, we can study in different languages, in the local languages.
Okay.
So there'll be, of course, in AI, there will be a lot of translation that can be done.
Okay.
And at the same time, we get the local expert. The platform itself, we can do auto translation, but we need the local expert, language expert, to go into details and what are the names or some of the glossaries which the local the auto translation doesn't work. So that is the automation and also at the local expert to work together. So in terms of language barrier, we have more than about 12 languages in the world. We have already created in their own languages. Of course, in Africa, there are so many languages.
Yeah, lots.
So, but the key thing is the main one is the English one. So if the English language platform has been well taken care, then the rest of the languages, when we do the auto translation, is quite accurate. But we need human intervention to make it more perfect. All right. So that's when we go to each country, usually the Ministry of Education or the local partner, they will say that, okay, this is the majority of the population or students they are speaking about that language. So English is always the key one. In some of the areas, they are French speaking area or Portuguese speaking areas. There's one main language plus the local language, depending on the requirement of the local context. Yes.
And I would want to engage with Jason on this one. You know, the AAU is a not-for-profit organization promoting capacity building for African investors. We're doing this for the past 60 years. And we find you as a very agile institution promoting smart learning. The biggest issue affecting African higher education is funding. Funding for these complex platforms to enhance learning. We need them, but we don't have the means to get them. You are also a great player in this space. What is your business model? Are you coming in with a full finance-oriented model, or is it socially inspired enterprise you're running to help support and promote innovation education? What is the key model you're running with?
It's a very good It's a very good question. You know, it's always we think about, you know, in China we are also faced these problems. Our business model may be two ways, two types. And the first is we get some funds from government or from public investment, like the business always, like the enterprises always divided into two sectors, and the one is public, and the other is private. Yes, the public will follow up the logic of public, and the private will always follow up the privacy. Now we have some pilot projects in different countries inside Africa. That projects get some funds from government, from foundation, institutions, or something else. Some others we also want to explore the new ways in the Africa. We call the creative ways. Maybe we can follow up the PPP models. We partner with the public sectors. We do the creative business together. Yes, we can looking for the long-term ships types together, not just to get money from your side. also want build up the strategic partnerships with each other.
Yeah.
We do a new ways. We call it the IT infrastructures for the education service. We not just build up the high buildings, for example, build up the students' accommodations for students. We just provide the IT infrastructures,
Yeah.
provide the transportation problems and the traditional accommodation problems. We use the IT infrastructures. And we build up all of these IT infrastructures.
Yeah.
And we partner with the partners.
Yeah.
And we share the revenue in the future.
Okay.
We are not just to get money from your side. We just create new monies and then support the solutions to become stable and also scalable. Yes.
So Christine, back to you. What are the prospects you actually see as AAU as a partner with you toward African universities? So you are the service provider. You have so much connections. The AAU also leads higher education issues within Africa, and we're glad to be a partner. What are the prospects for this partnership into ensuring that we bring smart learning all around the continent?
Yeah, okay, that's a very good question. We foresee that our collaboration with AAU, that AAU, like what you say, you have your own network in the whole Africa, and a lot of universities are being. And understand that 400 plus of universities are in the alliance, in AAU alliance.
Yeah.
And for us, we have the platform, we have the software, we have the AI technologies. We provide a smart education solution, and at the back, we also have 10 million users from China, which has a lot of content that could contribute to the African continent. For example, in light industry, right? So, for example, in Ghana, you talk about agri-tech, agriculture.
Yes.
So we can bring in the agri-tech courses, bring the programs here, and let the local peasants or the local farmers and also the education institution, universities to have research, all right, how to use the agri-tech from China and then use it in the local context. So that is, on our side, we have a vast network. Over 1,000 universities and colleges work together with us.
Absolutely.
And here you have few hundred of universities and colleges. What we do is we will bridge them. We are a bridge to China and also for Africa. And we work together with AAU. You bridge or you get all the university and colleges, and then we get the Chinese university and colleges. We build a bridge. They collaborate together. That's on the content side.
Okay.
On the platform side, what we already have tested, our AI technologies, our platform technologies in China with millions of students, right? So we use the mature, whatever has been proven and tested, and we work together with AAU and the local university and colleges, right, to work out what is the local solution.
Okay.
Right? So we have the original solution. We can work together with the teaching institutions, the research institutions, the teachers, and students all together. How we bring the best to the African students.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So actually, a lot of functions and features for all these years, it comes from the input and the feedback of the teachers and students, and we keep on build on. So it's upgraded every year because it's a software as a service platform.
Yeah.
So all the university and colleges, they don't have to worry about the ICT infrastructure, right? In the past, we have the learning management system. We have some smart classroom systems, which we blend in class, before the class and after class. So we serve the whole loop of teaching and learning.
Yeah.
That's digitally.
Yeah.
But now, after the pandemic, we go into the smart classroom because that's a way that we're connecting the students in the remote area. And connecting all the classroom and connecting all the data, the content, the teachers and students, and also for all this information, the management, whether it's university or colleges, the Ministry of Education, they can oversee the big data from the macro view.
Right.
How we can bring better education to the students based on the data. It's scientific management, scientific judgment, rather than just, someone think that this is good. But where is the data? Where's the proof? And with the AI technologies that we built into the smart recording management system, you can analyze the student behavior.
Okay.
And you can even get the teacher, if my pronunciation or accent, you as a student, you don't understand. But once it's recorded, then the system will put in audio to text. So when you watch it, you see, I don't quite understand what Christina has pronounced. Then you see the text.
Okay.
That's the way, and student will be able to fully understand what has been taught.
Yeah.
All right. So that's audio to text. And also, just now I mentioned about the segregation of the knowledge point.
Yeah. In fact, there's a whole lot more to learn and appreciate from the smart learning and the smart classroom, and you actually can't wait to have a feel of it. I want to stay in this capacity and say promote innovative education in Africa. I believe that we're actually having a gap to fill when it comes to innovative ways of learning and teaching within our classrooms, and learning is one great tool that we can utilize across the continent. You may be a vice chancellor, a faculty leader, head of department, and you've seen this impact. You should reach out to the AAU as soon as possible to have a few of this demonstrative effects when it comes to learning in your classrooms and your school. Christina and Dr. Jason, thank you so much for your time on AAU Talks. It's been an amazing discussion. I'm thrilled with the capacity of the smart learning platform, and I can't wait to have a feel of it. As a student, I'm also a student currently, I know you're also one of them. Wherever you are, you may want to have a feel of the smart learning, the smart classroom, the smart experience. And you said it was data-driven, help you appreciate a whole lot. So I'm going to crown over here, and I don't know if I can have one last remark.
Yes.
On a remark from your side to every vice chancellor watching us and why they should be part of this dream. One remark.
Okay. As parents, as a management, and also as a scholar, the essence is we want to bring education equity.
Yeah.
That's a key thing.
Yeah.
The rural areas learners should not be deprived of every chance of going into smart education.
Okay.
And the way that the Ministry of Education, the teachers, the universities and colleges, we could work together to provide a better education in smart way. Great. For the benefits of the students in Africa.
Great. And that's where we crown it beautifully. Dr. Jason, thank you so much for your time on AAU Talks. Christina, thank you so much for your time. And also for the entire Beijing Wenhua online education training technology company. Thank you so much for this dream that you're driving. Have a nice day. Be blessed. Bye.